Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Sleep Podcast, your go to English podcast for learning English and improving your life. I'm Aaron, and as always, I'm joined by my fantastic co host Evan. Evan, how are you doing today?
Hey Aaron, I'm doing great, feeling energized and ready for today's topic. How about you?
I'm doing well too. You know, I had this moment yesterday where I just sat down and thought, why does it feel like some people completely turn their lives around while others stay stuck in the same place?
Oh, I've had that thought too. You see someone go from struggling to successful, and you wonder, what's their secret? Are they just lucky? Or is there something they're doing differently?
Exactly. And then I started thinking about when I was learning English. At first, it felt impossible. So many words, so many rules, but then, little by little, things started making sense.
That's so true. When I first started learning, I kept thinking, if I just knew more words, I'd be fluent. But it wasn't just about vocabulary, it was about building habits, changing my mindset, and actually using what I will learn.
And that's when it hit me. Life is the same way. Big transformations don't happen overnight. It's about one huge decision. It's about the little changes we make every day, and that's exactly what we are talking about today, how to change your life.
And before we jump in, we have something special for you. We've created a free PDF packed with practical exercises to help you take real steps to change your life. It includes key takeaways from today's discussion, comprehension questions to test your understanding, and grammar exercises to build confidence in your English skills.
And that's not all. We are also introducing some intermediate level words and phrases in today's episode.
That's right, and we'll take a closer look at them later in Charlotte's vocabulary section, where Charlotte will break down those words and phrases, explain their meaning, and show how to use them in real life conversations.
So stick around. By the end of this episode, not only will you have practical steps to change your life, but you'll also have new English vocabulary to help you express your ideas even better.
You know, Aaron, thinking about what we just talked about, how life changes little by little, it makes me wonder why so many people struggle to make those changes in the first place.
That's a great question. Change sounds exciting, right? A fresh start, a new beginning. But here's the truth, most people never actually make those changes. Why? Because change is hard. Let's talk about the common reason people feel stuck.
Yeah, first, there is fear of failure. Many people ask, what if I try and fail? But what if you try and succeed? Every successful person has failed along the way. The difference is they kept going.
Exactly. The second reason is lack of direction. Some people know they want a better life but don't know where to start. They think they need a perfect plan before taking action.
And then there's negative self talk, saying things like, I'll never be good at this, or I'm just not a language person. These thoughts stop progress before it even begins.
Finally, one of the biggest traps, waiting for motivation. People say, I'll start when I feel ready. But here's a secret, motivation comes after action, not before.
That reminds me of when I struggled with a personal challenge. I kept waiting for the perfect moment to start, but that moment never came until I just took the first step. And once I did, everything started falling into place.
That's a great point. And I remember feeling the same when I was learning English. At first, I thought I'm not good at this, but then I realized the only way to get better was to actually start.